Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to P8N Priv TV. I'm your host, P8N Priv, and we had a wild conference championship weekend for these NFL playoffs. Even wilder is that I picked both road teams and they both won in overtime. Let's get into it here on the only show where we tell you what just happened. First, let's talk about the Rams game. There was that bogus no call everyone's talking about. This play came at the end of a tight NFC Championship game with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Everything about this play screams that it should have been a penalty. The ball hasn't gotten there yet. Roby Coleman never turns his head back to the quarterback, and there's helmet-to-helmet contact on a defenseless receiver. The Saints have every right in the world to be upset and feel robbed and cheated over that. If it weren't for that one call, they'd most likely be preparing for the Super Bowl right now. In the Rams' defense, the Saints gave up a 13-point lead during this game and held the ball first in overtime with a chance to win. The game shouldn't have come down to this one single play. I honestly feel bad for Drew Brees and the Saints. A lot of people had them pegged as the best team in football this year. In fact, if it weren't for two singular plays, Drew Brees would have played in this and last year's Super Bowls. In all honesty, I wanted to see Drew Brees go to the Super Bowl and just to see where they would put the patch on his shirt. The guy's running out of room. Some people are saying that this Patriots-Chiefs game is the best playoff game in NFL history. There will be no changing of the guard if Tom Brady has anything to say about it. In fact, I'm sure if he wanted to, he would play until he's 50. These past two playoff games, the New England Patriots have gone back to playing a more grounded-pound, 2004-esque style of offensive scheme, heavily featuring James White, Sony Michel, and Rex Burkhead. That being said, key players on offense like Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski have returned back to their usual form of being playoff heroes throughout the month of January. The Patriots' defense had an incredible start to the game, shutting out the Kansas City Chiefs' high-flying offense throughout the first half. During the second half, they started to falter. However, they had enough in the tank to get the job done. That avocado ice cream eating health nut did it again. In the final 7 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime, Tom Brady led the Patriots on 3 separate lead-changing, touchdown-scoring drives. At the end of this back-and-forth thriller, Tom Brady made history, becoming the only quarterback in the NFL to ever win 3 separate overtime playoff games. His record when playoff games go into overtime is 3-0. So here we are. The stage is set. The Los Angeles Rams are scheduled to take on the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 53 to determine the football champions of the world. Now you guys probably think for this week's episode of What Just Happened, I'm going to make some predictions for next week's Super Bowl. Well, you're wrong, because it's Pro Bowl time, baby! Woo! Earlier today, the NFC All-Stars beat the AFC All-Stars in the Pro Bowl skills competition. However, for tomorrow night's game, I'm taking the AFC over the NFC, and I predict the MVP of the game is going to be Von Miller. The NHL All-Star Game is also tonight. Per some recent NHL rule changes, tonight's All-Star Game events will consist of a 3-on-3 hockey tournament played by 4 teams of players broken up by division. I predict that the Atlantic Division will win the whole tournament, and my 2 frontrunners for MVP are David Pastrnak and Jack Eichel. Also taking place tomorrow night in Glendale, Arizona, is WWE's annual Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble match itself is an over-the-top rope battle royal consisting of 30 competitors. I predict that the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble will be Drew McIntyre, and the winner of the Women's Rumble will be Charlotte Flair. And you know what? Why not? Here's my prediction for the Super Bowl. I got you, didn't I? To find out mine and many, many more, tune in later this week to see our special Super Bowl 53 prediction show. As always, I'm your host, P8N Priv. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time here on P8N Priv TV. You know, apparently the shirts for the NHL All-Star Game, they made out of like trash from the ocean. I don't know. Look it up. Also, let's talk a little bit about how I'm the undisputed prognosticator of prognosticators for having picked both road teams to win in the finals of football and getting both right in overtime.